Cinnamon tea has become a popular topic among natural health enthusiasts and people managing chronic conditions like type 2 diabetes. The reason is simple. This humble, spicy sweet beverage may offer significant health benefits, particularly when it comes to blood sugar regulation. But what really happens after just one sip of cinnamon tea? Before we continue, I'd like to tell you about Ceylon, a powerful blend of 13 natural ingredients, each carefully selected for their proven ability to support healthy blood sugar levels, enhance insulin sensitivity, and promote overall wellness. You can read more on diaceylon.com. While it might seem unlikely that a single sip could have a noticeable effect, the reality is more nuanced. The compounds in cinnamon begin to interact with your digestive system immediately, and that interaction begins to influence a range of processes in the body. These include how quickly sugar is absorbed into the bloodstream, how sensitive your cells are to insulin, and how efficiently your digestive system operates. Although no natural remedy works like a magic potion, the moment you start drinking cinnamon tea, you begin activating systems in the body that support better glucose control, reduced inflammation, and improved insulin sensitivity. It's a cascade effect, a subtle yet significant chain of biological reactions. And for people managing diabetes, those small changes can add up in powerful ways over time, helping prevent dangerous blood sugar spikes and potentially reducing the need for more aggressive interventions. Let's first understand what cinnamon tea really is and why it stands out as more than just a flavored beverage. Cinnamon tea is made by steeping cinnamon bark, usually in the form of sticks or powder, in hot water. This simple process extracts the bioactive compounds in cinnamon, producing a warm, fragrant infusion that tastes sweet and spicy, often without the need for any additional sweetener. That's especially important for people with diabetes who need to avoid added sugars. Now, not all cinnamon is created equal. There are two major types used in food and drink: Ceylon cinnamon, known as true cinnamon, and cassia cinnamon, which is more common and less expensive. The difference lies not just in flavor, but in safety. Cassia cinnamon contains higher levels of a compound called coumarin, which, in large doses over time, can damage the liver and kidneys. That's why Ceylon cinnamon is the better choice for frequent consumption, particularly when used as a health aid. It has a subtler flavor and far lower levels of coumarin, making it safer for daily use. By selecting the right type of cinnamon and preparing it as tea, you're creating a safe, natural way to support your metabolism, without the need for pills, powders, or synthetic ingredients. Cinnamon has a rich and varied history that stretches back thousands of years. In ancient Egypt, it was considered more precious than gold and used in religious ceremonies and embalming rituals. In traditional Chinese medicine and Ayurvedic practices in India, cinnamon has long been used to warm the body, stimulate digestion, and combat illness. Its popularity in the natural health community today is no accident. It's the result of centuries of anecdotal evidence, now backed by modern scientific research. In the last 2 decades, numerous studies have examined the effects of cinnamon on blood glucose levels and insulin response. The results are compelling. Cinnamon contains a powerful antioxidant called cinnamaldehyde, as well as polyphenols that mimic insulin and enhance glucose uptake by cells. These compounds help the body use insulin more efficiently, potentially reducing insulin resistance, one of the central problems in type 2 diabetes. Cinnamon has also been shown to lower fasting blood glucose and improve HbA1c levels, a long-term marker of blood sugar control. But what makes cinnamon truly special is how it works with the body, gently nudging it toward balance rather than forcing abrupt chemical changes like many pharmaceutical drugs. So what exactly happens in your body after just one sip of cinnamon tea? It may seem hard to believe that a small act like taking a sip could spark any physiological changes, but in truth, the process starts immediately. As the tea enters your mouth and digestive tract, your body begins responding to both the warmth and the compounds within the cinnamon. The heat can help relax the digestive muscles and increase blood flow, which enhances the absorption of nutrients. Meanwhile, the cinnamon itself starts interacting with digestive enzymes, possibly slowing down the breakdown of carbohydrates into glucose. This delay can help prevent rapid spikes in blood sugar after meals, a major concern for people managing diabetes. Additionally, Cinnamon may stimulate insulin receptors on cell membranes, making it easier for glucose to enter the cells rather than remaining in the bloodstream. This all starts with that first sip, a tiny but meaningful cue to your metabolism. Even if the effect is small at first, when repeated consistently, it can contribute to a much more stable internal environment and reduce the daily roller coaster of high and low blood sugar swings. But cinnamon tea's benefits extend far beyond glucose control. One of the key advantages of this beverage is its impact on inflammation, which is closely linked to insulin resistance and many complications of diabetes, including heart disease and nerve damage. The antioxidants in cinnamon help fight free radicals and oxidative stress, both of which are known to cause cellular damage and chronic inflammation. By reducing inflammation, cinnamon helps restore a more favorable environment for insulin to work. Over time, this can improve metabolic health and even contribute to weight loss. Moreover, cinnamon may also influence hormones related to hunger and satiety. Some studies suggest that it can help reduce appetite, decrease cravings for sugary foods, and increase feelings of fullness, all of which are critical for people who need to manage calorie intake and avoid blood sugar spikes. That's why some people find that drinking cinnamon tea before meals helps them eat less, feel more satisfied, and maintain better energy levels throughout the day. So, with each sip, you're not just getting a blood sugar benefit. You're getting an entire metabolic upgrade that touches digestion, hormone balance, inflammation, and even mood. When comparing cinnamon tea to cinnamon supplements, many people wonder which is more effective. Cinnamon capsules often contain a higher concentration of the spice's active compounds, making them a more potent option on paper. However, they also come with risks. Most supplements are made with cassia cinnamon, which, as we discussed, contains high levels of coumarin, and when taken in large doses, that can be dangerous for your liver and kidneys. Moreover, concentrated supplements can sometimes act too aggressively, especially when combined with diabetes medications, potentially leading to hypoglycemia. Cinnamon tea, on the other hand, offers a gentler and safer alternative. It provides the health benefits of cinnamon in a more bioavailable and digestible format, without the risks associated with concentrated doses. Plus, the hydration factor is a major bonus. Staying hydrated helps the kidneys flush out excess sugar through urine and can improve circulation, both of which are beneficial for people with high blood sugar. Drinking warm cinnamon tea daily not only supports glucose control, but also becomes a calming ritual, one that can reduce stress and support emotional well-being, which in turn helps regulate hormones like cortisol that can otherwise drive blood sugar higher. Making cinnamon tea at home is easy, affordable, and empowering. Start with high-quality Ceylon cinnamon, either in stick form or as powder. If you're using a stick, simmer it in a cup or two of water for 10 to 15 minutes to extract the beneficial oils. If you're using powder, stir half a teaspoon into hot water and let it steep before drinking. Many people enjoy adding other beneficial ingredients, such as ginger, lemon, or even a pinch of turmeric. These additions not only enhance the flavor, but also provide additional anti-inflammatory and digestive benefits. However, avoid sweeteners like sugar or honey, which can negate the tea's blood sugar lowering effects. Drink your cinnamon tea 20 to 30 minutes before meals to help with blood sugar control, or enjoy it in the morning to kickstart your metabolism. Some people prefer drinking it in the evening, especially because it's caffeine-free and can serve as a soothing wind-down ritual. However you choose to incorporate it, the most important element is consistency. Just like with any natural remedy, the benefits of cinnamon tea compound over time. One sip won't change everything, but many sips, repeated daily, can lead to measurable, lasting improvements in metabolic health. That said, it's essential to approach cinnamon tea with awareness and responsibility. If you're currently on blood sugar-lowering medications, such as insulin, metformin, or sulfonylureas, cinnamon tea could enhance their effects and increase the risk of low blood sugar, also known as hypoglycemia. This condition can be dangerous and comes with symptoms like dizziness, confusion, shakiness, and fainting. That's why it's crucial to speak to your doctor before making cinnamon tea a daily part of your regimen. They may suggest more frequent blood sugar monitoring or adjusting your medication dosage if necessary. Furthermore, People with liver conditions, allergies to cinnamon, or those who are pregnant should also consult a healthcare provider before using cinnamon therapeutically. Even natural remedies must be used wisely, especially when they are potent. Stick to 1 or 2 cups per day made from Ceylon cinnamon, and don't assume that more is better. Natural does not always mean harmless, and your health deserves careful, thoughtful choices. Over time, people who drink cinnamon tea regularly, particularly those managing diabetes, often begin to notice subtle but meaningful changes. Blood sugar readings may become more stable. Fasting glucose may improve. Some even see modest reductions in their A1C levels after several months of daily use. But beyond the lab numbers, cinnamon tea often improves how people feel. Fewer sugar crashes, less hunger between meals, more stable energy, improved digestion, and sometimes even weight loss when combined with healthy eating and exercise. The results aren't instant, but they're real. And unlike many pharmaceutical treatments, cinnamon tea comes with very few side effects. As long as it's prepared properly and consumed in moderation, it becomes more than a drink. It becomes a habit, a wellness anchor, something that reminds you every day that you're taking a step toward better health. So what really happens after just one sip of cinnamon tea? On the surface, not much. The tea tastes pleasant, warms your body, maybe even soothes your mind. But beneath the surface, that sip is the beginning of a deeper transformation. The compounds in cinnamon begin working immediately, calming inflammation, supporting digestion, influencing enzymes, mimicking insulin, and slowly shifting your body toward improved blood sugar control. One sip might not change your life in a moment, but it can be the first step in a new direction, a signal that you're choosing to work with your body rather than against it, a step toward balance, energy, and resilience. And when that sip becomes a cup, and that cup becomes a daily ritual, the transformation becomes real, sustainable, and measurable. The journey of understanding what happens after just one sip of cinnamon tea takes us deep into the inner workings of the body and even deeper into our daily choices. It's easy to overlook something as simple as a cup of tea. In our fast-paced world, we're conditioned to believe that only complicated interventions, prescriptions, expensive treatments, or drastic lifestyle overhauls can deliver results. But nature often works more subtly, more patiently, and with profound wisdom. Cinnamon tea, though humble in appearance, harnesses centuries of traditional healing knowledge and blends it with modern science to offer something truly remarkable, a gentle, consistent aid that can help the body restore its natural rhythm, improve insulin function, and bring balance to a system thrown off by years of high blood sugar, poor diet, or chronic stress. This single drink carries with it a wealth of potential, not because it's magical, but because it works with your body instead of against it. Cinnamon doesn't force unnatural changes. It enhances what your body is already designed to do. It supports your cells in using insulin more effectively. It helps your digestive system slow the release of glucose. It calms inflammation and oxidative stress that, if left unchecked, can wreak havoc on every major organ system over time. And most importantly, it empowers you, the individual, to reclaim a sense of control over your health. There's power in consistency. Power in a small daily act that says, I choose wellness. With every cup of cinnamon tea, you are investing in that choice. But remember, this isn't about a single sip or a miraculous transformation overnight. This is about accumulation of good habits, of smart choices, of taking one small step every day toward a healthier version of yourself.